Matlock at 11 on KDOC.
The Greg Park in Irvine takes flight, more of a test flight, really, and Orange County residents, though, are already hopping on board. And San Juan Capistrano has a brand new high school, the first time since the 1960s. We'll take a look. Good morning, and welcome to the first edition of Daybreak OC. We made it, and we're glad you're with us. The Stanley Cup's in studio today. It is Monday, September 10th, and I'm Pete Weitzner. And it's looking to be another great day weather-wise. Temperatures in the 70s, pretty much wherever you are in the OC. We'll have more of a complete look at the forecast and the surf report, which you can always check out because the numbers are right there on our screen. But we'll look at our freeways. We're going to have to send it over to our traffic center. Mr. T, Johnny Atkinson, is standing by. Hi, Johnny. Hey.
All right, thank you, Julie. Good morning, everybody. I'm Judy Alley with Daybreak OC, and it was just this past June that the Anaheim Ducks won that Stanley Cup, and this morning we have two special guests with us, joining us in the studio. The first guest is the stunning Stanley Cup, and the second guest is the stunning Cup's handler, Mike Bolt. Mike, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, this cup has a lot of history behind it. Can you tell us a brief rundown of what it's all about?
Yeah, the trophy's 115 years old. Started off just as a bowl back in 1893. First won by Montreal Amateur Athletic Association. Weighs 35 pounds, stands 34 1/4 inches tall, 97% silver, 3% nickel, and there's just a little under 2,000 names. And when we get the Anaheim Ducks on there, we're going to have just a little over 2,000 names on it.
Okay, Mike, you've got one of the world's most interesting jobs. You are the handler for this beautiful trophy. What does that job entail?
It entails basically traveling all over the world. From the minute the cup is won till pretty much the season starts, we're with the winning team. So each member of the winning organization gets one day with the Stanley Cup. We bring it to their home, our player, coach, trainer, management, enjoy a day with it. And they take it out, have parades, take it fishing, climb mountains, have a lot of different adventures. I've had guys go golfing with it, having the cup in the golf cart.
Well, Mike, you're with it 24/7. Does that mean that you actually spend the night at the home of the player that has possession of it that day, or do they pull up a chair for you at the dinner table, or what happens?
Especially with hockey players, these guys don't sleep very much when they have a day with the Stanley Cup, especially with a lot of the Canadian boys and American boys who've probably dreamed of this thing their entire life. So we'll go till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. These guys will have a good time partying with it, and then we'll roll on to the next player. So myself, we don't sleep very much in the summertime. Traveling around. It's a small price to pay because these guys work incredibly hard. It's a dream come true for them to bring it to their hometown.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. And real quick, folks, we're working on a special documentary about the Ducks championship season. Let's take a preview. Yeah, I think better weigh 35 pounds. That guy pulled it all over his head. Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. And we want to thank you for joining us, too. We have a lot more to come up on Daybreak OC. The construction is underway on the Great Park, and when it's finished, designers say it's going to right. Okay, thank you, Julie. Good morning, everybody. I'm Judy Alley with Daybreak OC, and it was just this past June that the Anaheim Ducks won the Stanley Cup, and this morning we have a couple of special guests with us joining us here in the studio. The first guest is Mr. Stanley Cup, and the second is Mr. Stanley's handler, Mike Bolt. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Judy.
And Mike, let's get a little history on this beautiful trophy.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup stands 34 1/4 inches tall. It's 115 years old, weighs 35 pounds, and each member of the winning team gets their names on the cup. And the Anaheim Ducks will be going on the bottom of the cup, and they'll be on there for 63 years before they're retired into the Hall of Fame in Toronto.
Fantastic. We're going to talk about those gloves in just a second, but first let's talk about your incredible job. What does it entail? You're the handler.
Well, each member of the winning team gets the Stanley Cup for 1 to 2 days, and they get to go anywhere they live in the world. And so we could be in Sweden, Finland, Canada, United States, all over the place. And these guys get to have a day with it and have a little bit of fun.
Okay, why the gloves?
The gloves is part of, this is an artifact of the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's one of the oldest things in hockey, and anytime you handle an artifact, you handle it with white gloves out of respect. Now, these players have a little bit of fun with it. We let them obviously hold it with their hands. They take it on mountains, golfing, fishing. They get to drink out of it. Some guys will eat cereal out of it, that kind of thing.
Nice. Okay, hopefully they clean it, too, before they do
I'm
that.
a special dishwasher, too. So.
You're the special dishwasher.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. It's 24-hour surveillance, folks. You are with the Cup 24/7. Do you actually sleep at the player's home? Do they pull up a chair for you and Stanley at the dinner table? What happens?
Well, guys don't usually just have a little dinner, quiet dinner. It's usually, it'll start off arriving at their homes. Like, to give you an idea, the Niedermeyer brothers, we had it at their ranch. And Rob had a barbecue. We took it on top of a mountain where we flew up by helicopter, took pictures on a glacier.
Nice.
A guy like Sean O'Donnell took it around to a hospital, retirement home, and then actually the Prime Minister of Canada invited him over to his house for a little gathering with about 150 of the local kids from Ottawa. So
You've certainly been around the country and the world, and oh my goodness, what's the thing? Real quick, when you're sleeping, who's watching you and who's watching the Cup?
Well, I don't sleep very much. These guys get a small amount of time with it, especially the younger players. So if they get 24 hours, they're going all night.
Okay.
And, so the odd player, I know Chris Pronger slept with it, and someone said, "Where were you?" I said, "Oh, I told him to move over."
Good for you.
But no, we're around the whole time. We're either in the house and we're keeping an eye on it at all times.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. We're working on a special documentary about the Ducks championship season. We want to give you a quick preview of that right now. Break out the bubbly. Thank you, Mike. And stay with us right here on OC Daybreak. Coming up in the next half hour, construction is underway in the Great Park, and when it's finished, designers say it will rival New York Central Park. That story and much more Orange County news. Straight ahead, don't go away.
Hey, and we'll have another Orange County traffic report.
From the hottest salsa to the hottest team in hockey. It was just this past June that the Anaheim Ducks won the Stanley Cup, and this morning we have the general manager of the Ducks, Brian Burke, with us in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us and waking up with us this morning.
Thank you.
Brian, what does it mean to you that this is the first California team to win the Stanley Cup?
It's a source of pride for us. I think it's hard to win on the West Coast because the travel is very difficult. Obviously, we're as far away as you can be from other teams in the East. And the fact that the other California-based teams have had some excellent teams, the Kings and the Sharks. So to be the first team, that's a great source of pride for us.
Absolutely. You've only been with this team for about 2 years, and in that short amount of time, you've managed to take this team to the highest level in hockey, turn around fan interest to the point where the games are sold out. How did you manage to do that?
Mike, there's two parts to that. One is turning the hockey team around, and I think the thing I would take the most credit for is that I've hired some really good people. Like, we've got a number 2 guy, Bob Murray, is outstanding. Our head coach is excellent. Brought in some key players. The flip side, building the business side, that's Tim Ryan's department, and they've done a great job because there are some good hockey teams that don't sell out. So
right.
It's been a good team effort, and we've got a great executive staff on both sides.
And when you have a good team, the fans come out.
Exactly.
We hope they do. Let's switch gears a bit. You signed Todd Bertuzzi this year, and a lot of folks remember the 2004 incident with Steve Moore. How do you think the fans are going to react to this acquisition and the teammates?
Well, Todd Bertuzzi, obviously, he crossed the line and made a mistake a couple years ago. We all know that. He was playing for me at the time. I was the general manager in Vancouver. This is a first-team All-Star. This is a player who's been a first-team All-Star and scored 100 points in our league. He's not known for that side of the game at all, but he made a mistake that night, and he crossed the line. I believe in second chances, and I think our fans will like him just fine when they see what he can do on a hockey rink.
Niedermeyer and Solani, they going anywhere? They coming back? What's going on?
Well, I haven't heard, I haven't got any word from these guys yet. I've spoken to Scotty. I've spoken briefly to Teemu. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're both great players, so we'd like to have them back.
All right, we thank you very much. We're going to take a quick preview of a documentary we're working on about the Ducks championship season. Let's take a look. Nice job, Brian. Very exciting. We thank you for being here today. Folks, we're going to go ahead and cut to the break. We have a lot more to come on Orange County News. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes. From the hottest salsa to the hottest team in hockey, it was just this past June that the Anaheim Ducks won that Stanley Cup right here. And this morning we have the general manager of the Ducks right here, Brian Burke, with us in the studio. Brian, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
What do you think solidified this team as champions? Was it the acquisition of Chris Pronger? Was it the new uniforms, new ownership? What played a part in that?
Well, I think things started to turn for the franchise right when the Samuelis took over, but we're proud of our new uniforms, and people in Orange County should know what is a military theme. We're black and gold for a little orange for the OC. I think what people would point to is adding Chris Pronger. You know, we were close a year ago, played in the conference finals, but I think Chris Pronger might be that piece that we needed to get over the top.
Okay, you've done a lot of time in Vancouver. Now you've done some time here in Southern California. Which do you prefer?
Well, it's the best job we've ever had. You know, my wife and I love it here as far as the ownership situation. The guy that's in between us and the Samuelis is a guy named Mike Shulman, who's a real good guy. We've had complete, unfettered, you know, as far as putting the team in place and what we wanted to do, complete control. And that's all you want as a general manager, is a chance to do it your way. So it's been fantastic.
Fantastic. And your first two games this season, folks, are not going to be played here. They're going to be played overseas in England. Why is that?
Well, the league wants to brand the NHL in Europe. They've never played regular season NHL games in Europe. They've done it in Japan, but never in Europe. So this is a branding experiment by the NHL in Europe. We were very flattered and excited to be asked to go. I'm not sure all the players are looking forward to going that far to play 2 games, but I'm looking forward to it. The general manager's going to have fun, even if the players don't.
Excellent. And let me, talking about fun, tell me about your time with the Cup.
Well, my wife's from Vancouver. We took it up to Vancouver and had a private party with our family and friends up there. The highlight of which is Gordie Howe walked into the party uninvited. And Gordie Howe walked in. What more can you say? For the rest of my life, people are going to say, how was your Stanley Cup party? I'm going to say, well, Gordie Howe walked in. It was great.
Nice. And I know it's only been, 30 minutes since I asked you this last question. Niedermeyer and Solani, what's going on with them?
I don't know. No, and I don't know. And I know fans are really concerned about this and really want to know. These are 2 Hall of Famers that have threatened to walk away, not threatened, are contemplating retirement. We don't know if they're going to come back and play or not. We've given them a lot of time on this because we think they deserve it. They've earned the right to decide when they walk away. But I know fans want to see them back, and so do I. We'll see.
Todd Bertuzzi, let's talk about that. We acquired him this summer. A lot of folks remember the 2004 incident. Do you think that's going to have any effect on the team or the fans?
Well, I'd ask our fans to look at Todd Bertuzzi for what he brings to this hockey team, not what happened when he made a mistake a couple years ago. He's a great player, and I think he's going to help us.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and show a quick preview of a documentary we're working on featuring the Ducks championship season. Let's take a look. Okay, Brian, thank you so much for being here today. Good luck with the new season. It's very exciting, and we do wish you the best of luck. This is pretty impressive, my friend.
Good luck to everyone on the show. It's great.
Thank you for being here on our inaugural show. And, folks, that's all we got here on Daybreak OC for Pete, for Nancy and myself and all of us here at KDOC. We hope you'll join us here tomorrow. And for all your breaking news, don't forget to check out www.ocregister.com. Make sure you watch the Real Orange tonight on KOCE at 6:30 and 11 p.m. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.